And we are live. Greetings and welcome to this weekly live stream for positivity and mental health and mental well-being. My name is Nigel Mayo and this is my channel Salad Queen Boy. If you're finding me for the first time, this channel is devoted to helping the well-being of all of its viewers, especially those if you have to deal with anxiety or depression, etc., etc. Sorry, just a bit distracted there because my rabbit has decided to be cute and just decided to flop over behind the camera. Anyway, that being said, so a bit of a different background, a bit bland, as you can probably see. Reason for this is the fact that I'm moving. I'm moving into a new place over the next couple of days. Actually going tomorrow, but it's going to take a couple of days to get everything over there. And I thank you to the people who are helping me. And just to ask, can everyone who's watching this hear me? Just need a comment just saying yes or no. And I'm just going to continue until I get an answer. So, yeah, the circumstances aren't great. I'm the landlord here basically says that he wants his place back, but you know what? It's actually worked out. I've just got a place, renting a place that is literally over the other side of the road from where I work. So I get a bit more time at home, a bit more time with the wife, a bit more time with my rabbit, who, if I can work it well, if I believe I know the layout of the place well enough. Thank you, Courtney. Um, I believe I know the place well enough that I can actually get the camera to face down to me so that you can see the floor, and hopefully you'll see him pass by every so often. If you want to see Ghost in future videos, just let me know. There are a few thumbnails to my videos. One being, let's see, emotional support animal, where I'm holding him. I may change that soon. I just want to update on my thumbnails. There's also a playlist called A Rabbit's Tale, and I talk about how I get Ghost and what it means to me, how he saved me, all of that jazz. So if you want to see him, there's stuff there. He doesn't really like being picked up, and I'm not really in a position that I can. I'd really have to struggle to get up from this position I'm in now. But I'm hoping on future live streams and future videos you'll be seeing a bit more of him, because he is one of the big positive forces in my life, and I want to share him as much as I possibly can. Now, with that done, let us address the elephant in the room, shall we? I can't turn the camera around. I physically can't. Actually, let's see if I can. Let's see. Here we go. So there we go. Yeah. So that's Ghost. Here's a lion head rabbit. Side place isn't great. And yeah, he's just having a lie down. Can't really see him great right now, but yeah, that's him. So let me just get this camera sorted again. Yeah. Okay. So, is the audio still okay? Because I just moved the microphone. Sometimes it messes it up a little bit. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, yeah, a bit of news with Ghost. It was his second birthday yesterday, thereabouts. I don't know the actual date. I know when I got him, he was about 5 weeks old. So I kind of calculated it from there. And I just wanted a round number for him. But yeah, he's 2 years old. Yesterday, I got him his favorite treats: apples, like dried apples, dried carrots, some dandelion sticks, and some fern, and he's loving it. Gave him all of my attention yesterday, and so did my wife, and he loved absolutely every second of it. He was zooming, he was binking around, and he just loves it. So the new place is going to be, well, probably I'm saying half the size of this place. Um, if anyone wants, I can do a house tour of the place I'm in now. It's going to be a bit messy, but just to show what I'm moving from to what I'm moving to. And I was actually thinking that I'd do a kind of mental health video on what, the stresses and stuff of moving, and how to kind of deal with that. And, if anyone wants that, leave a comment on this video, whether it be in the live stream right now, or leave a comment on the video after it's been rendered and put onto the channel. And just let me know if you're going to be moving soon, if you are wanting to move in the future, if you're worried about it, just let me know and I'll see what I can do about that. Okay. So that is basically recent history. Yeah, so let's just, sorry about that. There's if anyone doesn't know, I live opposite a police station right now, which won't be the case after today. So there's going to be a load of sirens going past possibly during this live stream. Okay. Yes, so if you like any of my stuff, if you like the video that's earlier, I had a better backdrop. I put some black curtains behind there. I think that's actually the best video I've probably done in a while. Yay me. Let me know what you thought about that. It is part, if you're watching this after the fact, it's part 8 of my how to get to sleep fast with anxiety, and it's giving you my top 5 recommendations for earbuds. There are links in the description of that video, so if you want to check them out. If you want to get some yourself, I've got the information there for you, so enjoy that. Okay. So yeah, anyway, if you get any value from any of my content, then please consider liking my videos and live streams. Subscribe to my channel if you want anything further from mental wellness, if you want to improve your mental state or want any hints and tips, and also leave any comments for any feedback, any comments and any questions you may have. Anything you like, it really does help, and I'm not just talking for myself. It really does help support all of your favorite content creators, and it means the world to them because it supports the channel and it helps grow. And more importantly, it helps us bring you the content that helps you. Okay, nothing more important to us than our viewers. Really, I do honestly mean that. Okay. So going to my high-tech notes here. Again, hopefully that'll be changing soon. Who knows? I might even get a Kindle for my birthday that's coming up in a few months. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyway, so what am I going to be talking about today? Oh yeah. So firstly, competition. So if this is the first time you're finding me, or this is the first live stream and you haven't heard about it yet, I'm hosting a competition. Next week will be the draw. If you go onto my channel, you don't have to look too far back. I think it's about a month or so ago. Courtney, if you can share a link in the chat, that'd be fantastic. So it's about Doctor Who. It will be about my first video that I'm doing that day, which will be released an hour before the stream. The stream will be 8 o'clock GMT, and the actual video will be 7 o'clock GMT. It's basically the Doctor's speech from the Zygonian version, if you like Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi. The best speech is done in the whole time that he was on there, all 3 seasons. And the speech is about war, but I'm analyzing it in a way that it's inspirational, it's motivational, and I'm bringing the positive aspects from the speech from which you wouldn't have thought that a speech like that would be beneficial to one's mental health, considering he shouts about all the time and, takes the pee out of people and whatever, whatever. But anyway, on that video, there is a link to a Google form in which the question is asked, in what way has Doctor Who been a positive force in your life, whether it's something that's driven you, whether it's an event, like for example, it could be like similar to me. I just had the TARDIS on my wedding cake. It could be something that I don't know, kept you going after school, after work, just anything you like. I just want a couple of sentences or so as a testimony. Send me a audio or video as well, if you like, that I can use. Out of that, I'll be picking 5 people so that will be featuring on the video. There won't be anything to do with any, or say, get my words out. All confidentiality will be respected. I'm not going to be asking any personal details whatsoever, apart from either an email address, WhatsApp number, or however you want to get an audio or video with me. Sorry, to me. Um, that address, WhatsApp, whatever, will also be the way that I'll be sending you the Amazon gift voucher. That will be a £20 Amazon gift voucher, or if it's like from America, I do whatever the currency is. So I believe in America will be closer to 30, so I'll round up $30. And I'll be sending the code through the email or message that you want me to send it through. So other than that, I won't be asking any names. If you would like to provide a name, that'd be great. If you don't want to provide an audio or video, I will be asking some of my personal friends if they want to read it out and be the audio anyway. If you want to have an example of what I've done in the past, if you'd like to go back to my channel and look at the video, emotional support animals, it will be the first part of that video, which I do a similar kind of thing, but it's going to be a bit better this time. Better graphics, better audio, better everything on it, because that was some time ago, and I'm hoping that I've improved my videos. Anyone who is a subscriber of this channel, please let me know if that's so, or if you've seen some of my videos, just let me know. Have you seen any improvements? Any feedback would be genuinely appreciated. And if you subscribe to me, I'll probably subscribe to you back. No, I don't do sub to sub. If you generally want some help from my channel, I'm more than happy to do it. Subscribe, and I'll take a look at your channel, and if it's for me, then I'll do you a solid and sub back, but not necessarily just a sub for sub. If anyone doesn't know what sub for sub means, it's basically all you're doing is putting your channel out there just purely to get subscribers who most likely just unsubscribe to you a month down the line anyway. And it's not really a real thing. I want people, hopefully, on my channel who are genuinely benefiting from it. Yeah, I really, really do. I'm not just okay. Eventually I want to make money out of this and want it to be my full-time job and stuff, because it's something I love. But genuinely, the main concern about this channel is it helping people? If I've helped one person, I'm happy. My job's done. So what am I going to be talking about? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about, after this, top 10 ways on how to get to sleep fast. I'll be focusing a lot more on TV and movies, starting with Doctor Who and going on from there. But I also want to be talking about movies and TV on this live stream as well, because I wanted to give you a bit of idea on where I'm going forward. So there will be subjects that I'll be covering outside of that, because I want to go from one video a week to maybe 2, depending on how much time I get. In the future, there'll be opportunity, because my wife is American. We're trying to like get with each other in the same country, but that's neither here nor there. There'll be when we're not together, there'll be chance for me to really, get down and grind with this YouTube business. So let's get some help out there. So hopefully I can do like 2 videos a week, maybe. Let's see how we go. But anyway, so talk about movies. There's one that's come out this week on HBO Max, I believe it was, and I'm not going to get into any of the outside debates and everything because I know there's a bit of controversy about it. I'm not going to get into any of that. I'm just literally going to focus on the content of the movie. Movie that enjoyed this week, that myself and my wife have enjoyed. Justice League Snyder's Cut. Now, I just want this to be a recommendation that I hope everyone goes for. It is 4 hours long. The credits aren't that long. The credits are probably about, I don't know, 10 minutes tops, right at the end of the movie. But other than that, it's all content, baby. There's a lot more in it. And I don't just mean time wise, it really does give every single character a chance to shine. Now, this isn't a spoiler. I'm not going to give any spoilers because this isn't a review channel and I don't do that. But if you haven't seen it yet, so obviously with Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, you've already had separate movies. So you already have some history with them, especially Wonder Woman, because there's two movies out for her, two for Superman, and you get a bit of background with Batman's versus Superman. Now, this is the first time that you meet in Flash and Cyborg. Now, in the first movie, it's pretty much like 5 minutes and you're done. But with this one, you actually get some really good backstory, some origin, some emotional stuff, and you really get time to invest in the characters. Um, there are quite a few scenes where it's just some slow motion scenes that are really just gone on too long, and you could probably cut the movie down to about, I don't know, 3.5 hours, maybe 3 and 3/4. If you just cut in half all those elongated, like just still scenes of, I don't know, Aquaman being on the end of the thing where the water's just splashing up against him and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of it, so just be aware of that. But otherwise, solid movie. I think if the Snyder cut was the original cut, there might not be as much hype, but I think people would have enjoyed it a lot more. I think because of the situation, which I'm not really going to get into, there's a lot more hype for it. But honestly, even then, it's a really, really good movie. And the after scene, the epilogue, oh, really good. The graphics and everything, the Steppenwolf, all the bad guys and everything, they're redesigned and they're so good to watch. And as a positive thing in this video, I really, really recommend seeing it. It might take a couple of days of your time, but oh, it is worth it. I couldn't watch it again purely because I'm a Marvel guy. I'm not so much to DC, but with all these superhero movies, this really, yeah, it done it for me. Really did. And again, it's not so much of a spoiler because you kind of see it in various trailers and stuff. But Superman in a black outfit, oh wow, that is so cool. I'd actually buy a model of that, you know. Yeah. So the notes that I've got down for it here are long but short. So it's a long movie, but it doesn't necessarily feel like 4 hours. I mean, it did take a bit of time for me to watch it because I watched it late and I had to start early in the morning. So it kind of felt elongated in that way. But if you just done it start to end, it's like, where does the time go? There's not once where you feel, I need to go to the toilet here. So yeah, more involved with the characters, should be like Marvel. Oh yeah, I put should be like Marvel. The only main criticism that I have is that with the Flash and Cyborg didn't have their own movies before Justice League, because when you get a ensemble movie, sorry, need to wait for them to go past. Okay, so when you have an ensemble movie like Marvel Avengers, so you just want to get all the other characters out the way first, so you can just get on with it with this movie. Okay. You want all the conflicts with the characters and stuff, and you want them to come together to beat the bad guy at the end. Is what pretty much it's the basic recipe for all these ensemble movies. But you don't want to have to deal with who is this guy, where did he come from, what motivates them, this, that, and the other. So that is the only critique I really have of it. Yeah, so I also put down here, goes to show what happens when the writers, producers, etc. have full control over the content. What happens is wow, really just wow. Yeah, again, took 2 days for me to watch that. So I want to go over, so let's just see, I've covered that, and that. Okay, so I'm just going to split this up for a minute, a second now. How am I doing? 20 minutes. Might not last an hour. What I will ask, if there is actually anyone watching other than my wife, because I can't see how many people are watching, any comments from people, any jokes, how you doing, have you got any stories to tell, have I helped you in my videos, what kind of videos you like watching, any movies you like watching. This stream isn't just supposed to be me being positive to you guys. I really, honestly, genuinely want some positive vibes coming back from you. And even if you don't have anything positive to say, even if you say, okay, you want me to tell a joke, there needs to be some interaction here. It really just can't be one way. And I don't mean that negatively. I'm just saying that's what I eventually want these streams to turn into. But I get it. I don't have that many subscribers right now, and I just need to get on with it. Which I know there are a couple of people watching this may be screaming at the screen right now to say get on with it. So well, but yeah, this I genuinely want to be a two-way conversation. Okay. Oh, by the way, also just randomly check this out. This is, hang on, sorry, get on Swadler here. There you go. So new wedding ring. There, and I don't know whether that's going to focus or if you can tell, but that is Sauron's ring from Lord of the Rings. It has all the Elvish writing on it. Okay, so what I want to be covering over, say, the next 6 months or so, let's just put that out as a number. Various TV shows, various movies that I like, and I want to be able to get the positivity out of them. I want to be able to do reviews of shows that I love, not any that are controversial or anything. I just want to be able to get positive vibes about good shows and good movies that are out there. Not necessarily that any that are coming out now, because, well, we know the current climate with Hollywood, which it doesn't really belong on this stream, but I want to go back and pick out the stuff that, like, oh yeah, that's really great. And if you haven't seen it before, go out and get it. Get it from Amazon or get it from Google, or go on a high seas if you need to, which I kind of have to, but you know. I want to be able to get some good recommendations out there, and I want to be able to get the messages from those movies, turn it into a positive way, and get them out to the world, because there just needs to be more. There really does need to be more right now, especially in the situation that we're in, pandemic and being isolating and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, really need to get some positive stuff out there. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is Doctor Who. Not necessarily just Peter Capaldi's Zygon War speech, but I'm going to be covering this in my next live stream next week. I will be making a few more in-depth notes so I can go on a little bit longer about it. So I'm going to be going on about like how it's affected me, because Doctor Who is one of the big things that has been in myself and my wife's life, and that has drawn us together. Not the only thing, because we love each other. We don't need a reason to love each other. We just love each other. She's my world, and you know, my rabbit as well. But I want to go into that, how it evolved into having the TARDIS on my wedding cake, how it gave me confidence when I go on a nights out, interact with people, because I see myself as having some of the traits of Matt Smith. I might not show them on these live streams or my videos or anything, because I'm still trying to get on, honestly, just trying to get confidence in talking to the camera. Really, it is so difficult to do when you're first doing it, but that comes with time. But I just want to get all into that. One of the next things that I'll be talking about, it's going to be the video. I think it's going to be the video after Doctor Who, and I'm going to be doing these videos once a month because there are other topics that I want to cover in regards to mental health, in regards to positivity, and helping people's emotional and mental states. But the next one will be Shawshank Redemption. Now, I know that that is a very tough film to get through. Now, there is some humor in there. I mean, what you call it? Sorry, just got an itch. There's Morgan Freeman. It's like listening to him is like, okay, you can murder my own family, but oh my God, I'm just so, you can just send me to sleep with your voice and you just wouldn't care. But there's other stuff like if you're isolated in that kind of way, and it kind of mirrors how we are now in how you make the best of the situation. And I want to get that kind of message out from that movie because it's going to be a bit of a while. I'm sorry to say, but it's going to be a while, regardless of whether, okay, we're going to be in the UK, we're going to be coming out of this lockdown in July, but you cannot say what's going to happen next. So, all of these kind of issues and subjects really do need to be discussed, and the positivity needs to come out of them, because without it, God knows what happened. So after that, I'm going to go into Star Trek because it's the thing that, okay, in I can't remember whether I mentioned it in my playlist from Anxiety to Now. I was bullied a lot at school, really was. And to come back home to have my supper, dinner, tea, whatever you want to call it, to have food. And that is the time that Star Trek, when I was at school, it was Star Trek The Next Generation. That's what time it was on. And it's something that I could just escape, provide me escapism, and I could just forget about everything for an hour. Okay, 45 minutes, but there was commercials, adverts, whatever at the time. But it sparked something, and it got me into making models of the Starship Enterprise and Klingon ships and Romulan ships and various other things, and it sparked a hobby. From my Star Trek hobby, I got into Warhammer. If anyone doesn't know what that is, it's collecting small models, putting them together, modifying them, painting them, and just going at it on a tabletop. And it's a strategy game, and you just like, you just don't know. I mean, sorry, not just don't know, the power of a good TV show, a good story, a good movie. It's so powerful, and you just don't know. Okay, I've got some. If you didn't hear that vibration, that's my phone, but I can't look at it because I just can't physically move it because of this live stream. It's something I'm going to have to figure out. But yeah, anyway, shouldn't be too important. So, yes, let's see the flu floor. Yes, explain why. How long ago was that? 8:23. Explain what you meant by explain why. I don't know what that's in relation to. Just leave a comment there, please, Courtney. Okay. So from Star Trek, I'm going to be going on about the Orville. It's basically a show that takes a lead from Star Trek. And yes, this is what my t-shirt is. So a lot of people see it, and okay, the Star Trek that is now, it's not for me. I'm not going to dishearten anyone from it. If someone does like it, fair enough. It's just not for me, and that's all I'm going to say about it. But for me, the Orville is the modern day Star Trek. It isn't Star Trek, but it's what Star Trek was. It's that light entertainment that you get, that, and it's very, very episodic. So you really do get a proper new adventure every single week. And because it's Seth MacFarlane, and his take on it, like a Family Guy kind of take, it's so funny. At least the first season is. With the second series, they go deeper, but still keep it lighthearted and funny. And in the second series, there's a two-parter. I believe it might be the first two-parter of the two series so far, called Identity and Identity Part Two. And let me just say this: if you like Star Trek, this is the best of both worlds of the Orville. Wolf 359 or the rest of it. It is so good. It is one of the best sci-fi spaceship battles that I've seen on TV in a very long time. And it is just so good to get to that kind of viewing. I do love it so much. And there's a third season that's being filmed right now. They got through all the stuff like what do you call it, social distancing and all that. They've got all the rules sorted out, so they've actually started filming on that now. In regard to Star Trek, there's also something else I like to recommend. I believe I recommend it in my top 5 ways on how to enjoy good Star Trek. That was one of my first videos. So if you want to go back to the beginning, I do mention the Orville. Sorry, not the Orville. Something called Axanar. And what it is a crowd-funded project led by a guy called Alec Peters. And they spent months and months and months, and there was this legal stuff going on. And what they done is they built their own custom Star Trek original series style bridge. And not talking J.J. Abrams and all this lens flare and everything, an actual honest to God in the style of the original series back in the 60s. Oh my God. It is like, if I just had one of those in my bedroom, I'd be like, man, like, what does my wife keep saying? Crying down my leg, but in a nerdy way, nerdgasm. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, so good. So, oh yeah, I'm just saying about my ring. So Sauron's ring from Lord of the Rings, the One Ring, but it was black when Sauron first wore it in the first movie, the Fellowship of the Ring, and the writing on it is gold, as opposed to the gold ring with the black writing that you might get on it. And it's positive for me. My old ring was giving me a lot of trouble on my finger because it was giving a lot of irritation, and it just reacted too much to it. I think there might be copper. So this new ring, totally love it, and I can keep it on, which is the main thing. I had to keep taking the other one off. I know he's not supposed to really do that, being a wedding ring, but it's either that or risk my finger falling off. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I'm really, really happy with it, and I'm so thankful to my wife for getting it for me. Really, really am. So thank you for that. Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I was going to split everything up early with a joke, wasn't I? And I didn't get quite to it. So what I'm going to do now, because literally the only person who's commenting on here is my wife, so I'm going to cut this one short tonight. Mainly also because I've got a lot to do to move tomorrow, so I just want to get an early night in there. So I'm going to leave with a joke. So, excuse me. Okay. Englishmen, Scotsmen, Irishmen get stranded on this desert island, and they come across this magic lamp. So they rub it, and a genie comes out. And after being stuck on there for months and months and months, they're like so happy about this. So the genie says, "Okay, normally I usually get one guy, and I grant him 3 wishes. So here's the deal: you guys can have one wish each, and just think about it, and just get back to me about that." So the Englishman thinks, "Okay, thought about it now. So yeah, oh god, I just messed it up." So genie appears. Okay, so you get 3 wishes, one wish each, and just after that, a big slide appears. You know, the slide that you go down in the playground. So the genie says, "Okay, so if you get to the top of the slide, you go down it, and as you go down, you tell me what you want, what you're wishing for, and at the bottom you get it." Okay. So, okay, the Englishman says fine. So climbs up to the top of the slide and goes down. Halfway down. He says, "I want to go home to my family." And at the bottom, he just poof, he's gone, disappeared. Scottish guy goes up there on halfway down. "I want to go home to my family and friends." And at the bottom, poof, he's gone. The Irish guy goes up, and then halfway down he goes, "Wee!" You can guess what's at the bottom. So, how long has it been? About 35 minutes now. Okay, I was hoping to get to an hour, but got stuff to do. So hopefully next week I'll have a better background, a bit more organized, and yeah. Because let's just put it this way. It's like I always say. At the end of the day, it gets dark.